Welcome back to another Nature's Always Right episode. I'm Steven of Nature's Always Right.
Do you have a farm but struggle to keep it running? Are you in constant need of agricultural advice? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you should follow Nature's Always Right on YouTube. The YouTube channel, which is owned by Steven Cornett, a farmer and agriculturalist, has become popular on the platform in the last few years. The channel focuses on everything agricultural and how you can tap into natural solutions to make your farm better. In this video, we'll be sharing with you some reasons why you should follow Nature's Always Right on YouTube. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. A brief background of the channel. As earlier mentioned, the channel is owned by Steven Cornett, who makes agricultural videos for families who want to grow their own food or even start a farming business. On this channel, there are about 100 videos, all of which focus on a specific area under the large farming umbrella. According to Steven, his channel serves the regenerative farming community, which is a conservative and rehabilitative approach to farming and growing food. This method focuses exclusively on topsoil regeneration, improvement of the water cycle, making the services of the ecosystem more efficient, strengthening the vitality and health of the soil, and supporting biosequestration. Furthermore, this sort of agriculture builds a stronger resilience against climate change. Importantly, the YouTube channel focuses on ways you can recycle. One of the most talked about practices is how you can recycle farm waste, and also recycle composted material that you get from outside the farm. But that's not all. The YouTube channel also focuses on DIYs. Today, you can learn to build your own farm from the ground up and how to control pests so they don't affect your crops. The channel also shows you ways you can build your farm infrastructure from recycled materials. Since Steven is a strong believer in nature, he believes that nature has provided us with everything that we need. We must, however, learn to tap into this potential and make the best out of it, and learn how to work in synergy with them. Steven Cornett started this channel in 2016, and he has managed to record 11 million views since he started. Currently, his channel has over 188,000 subscribers. Steven has also featured on a number of podcasts, which includes the Thriving Farmer podcast, where he talked about his natural style of farming in Tennessee. The podcast is run by Michael Kilpatrick of Growing Farmers, and he is a force in the small farming movement. Steven has also featured in the Year of Plenty podcast and also guest appeared in a 40-minute video on the private site of urban farmer Curtis Stone, FromTheField.farm. Steve was also interviewed by Diego Footer some years back, and it's one of the most insightful interviews on the channel. Now that we understand what the channel does and represents, let's discuss exactly why you should be following its videos. Teaches you how to farm. Not many individuals can boldly say they can grow their own food. In fact, with the drop in popularity of agriculture among young people, farming is gradually appearing to be some sort of forgotten niche. Unfortunately, less and less individuals are interested in learning how to grow their own food. Thanks to the recent global health situation, the importance of growing your own food became a trending subject. Amidst banned importations, families were forced to look at other methods of getting healthy food. And what better way than growing your own food? At first, choosing to grow your own food can be quite complicated. In fact, if you aren't familiar with how to farm, then this channel is your best bet at starting. On his channel, Steven explains everything from the simplest to the most complicated methods. He also takes his time to explain the very complicated things such as compost and super compost, what it is, and common questions that people have about it. In one of his videos, Super Compost Your Questions Answered, he answered the most complicated questions and goes further to explain the importance of compost in the large scheme of things. What makes this interesting is that you don't have to learn how to farm simply because you want to grow your own food. You can learn how to farm because you want to turn it into a passive source of income. You can grow crops and sell them to neighbors, or even display them for sale at a farmer's market. You'd be surprised at how quickly this can take off. Steven does you one better on the channel. He understands that it can be challenging when you decide to start farming professionally. On his channel, he has an entire playlist dedicated to post-harvest practices. After harvesting some crops, you cannot just take them to the market that way to sell. You have to process them for your final consumer. Nature's Always Right teaches you how to prep your veggies for sale. Teaches you how to raise pigs. Raising animals is another important part of agriculture. Also, they're quite profitable if you have an idea of what you are doing. Due to the popularity of pork around the world, growing pigs is one of the most popular forms of livestock farming. Nature's Always Right has an entire playlist dedicated to teaching you how to raise pigs. In the video, you'll learn everything you need to know about these animals, their lifestyle, health, what they eat, and how often they should eat, what their home should feel like, and so on. Raising chicken is another very lucrative livestock farming choice. This is because chicken is no doubt one of the most famous meats in the world. There's hardly any individual who hasn't at one point in time tasted chicken in one form or another. Steven teaches how to add new chickens to an old flock, how to design a chicken coop, how to find free chicken food in your kitchen, and how to build automatic chicken feeders which will help you save time when feeding your chickens. Chickens get sick, and as you already know, lack of care will only cause them to die prematurely. Nature's Always Right shows you how to treat chickens naturally. If you have plans or are already running a livestock farm, then this is the perfect YouTube channel for you. Teaches you how to enrich your soil. If you are familiar with farming in any way, then you already know that the soil is one of the most important parts of farming. It's literally the foundation in which you place all of your crops. For your crops to grow properly, your soil must be filled with nutrients. These nutrients will in turn feed your crops, causing them to grow healthily. Because of how important this is, Nature's Always Right provides more than 31 videos on the subject, including the importance of biochar, the meaning and importance of cover crops, how to make super compost, bokashi composting guide for beginners, what to feed worms, how to build a worm compost in very easy steps, choosing whether to till the soil or not, and so on. Water is also an important part of farming, which is why irrigation systems are a necessary part of every farm. With Nature's Always Right, you can learn how to make very cheap and efficient irrigation systems, all of which will only cost you a few dollars and a number of home items. In this playlist, the channel consists of 16 videos. Steven goes from showing you tricks you have never heard of to showing you how to wrap drip tape for storage. Since you constantly need to test your irrigation system to be sure everything is working right, the channel teaches you how to test for pressure and flow rates. Since there are several kinds of irrigation systems, it is important that you know which one is perfect for you. The channel explores several kinds, and even explores the pros and cons of each kind. It further goes to explain better ways you can grow and water your garden. If you are concerned about your garden, then this channel is definitely one of the YouTube channels you should be following. Most of us enjoy going on vacations, and when we do, it is our gardens that suffer our absence the most. However, with the channel's advice on watering and garden strategies on vacation, you can be rest assured that your garden wouldn't miss you too much. The channel also explains the 3 major kinds of irrigation systems for your garden and explains which perfectly fits your needs. Whatever your agricultural needs are, Nature's Always Right is a channel that offers cheap and effective solutions. And there you have it, reasons why you should follow the channel Nature's Always Right on YouTube. With that, we wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.